Are you truly happy with your current life? What is it that constantly troubles you? Do certain worries consume you so much that you overlook the joys life has to offer? Now repeat after me. Our natural state of mind should always be happiness. No matter what happens, we should cultivate the habit of staying happy. But why do we often feel sad and dissatisfied? The reason is simple. We do not truly understand what happiness means. This book will guide you on how to eliminate ignorance and develop yourself into the best version of who you are meant to be. It will show you how to rise above the struggles of life by awakening a deeper awareness within. So let's begin this journey of transformation together. You desire happiness, don't you? But those who willingly embrace sorrow instead of joy are making a great mistake. According to L.W. Rogers, human beings are naturally cheerful creatures. Happiness is as fundamental to us as the mountains and oceans are to nature. But have you ever wondered why we feel unhappy? The answer lies in our own ignorance. If we truly grasp that happiness is within our control, no external force can make us miserable. No matter how difficult life gets, we can remain joyful because ignorance is the root of all suffering. It poisons our minds with negativity, greed, and discontent. Over time, we become trapped in a cycle of frustration and despair. But there is a way out. Spiritual enlightenment is the key to breaking free from this cycle. It grants us the strength to face life's challenges with wisdom and clarity. Studies have shown that people who lack spirituality tend to be more troubled than those who cultivate it. Take, for instance, a person in a relationship. If they argue with their partner, they might immediately consider breaking up. Or think of someone at work. If everything is going well in the morning, they are happy. But a minor reprimand from their boss in the afternoon turns their joy into sorrow. Such people allow small events to dictate their emotions. They get upset over trivial matters and fluctuate between happiness and disappointment in an instant. But why does this happen? What have we done to keep happiness out of our reach? If we had the power, wouldn't we erase all sadness from our lives? But the truth is, no one knows what the future holds, and in difficult times, our ignorance only amplifies our suffering. However, spiritual enlightenment teaches us to see things from a higher perspective. It helps us understand how to endure pain without letting it consume us. Imagine life as a dark room where we struggle to find our way. We keep stumbling, crashing into obstacles. But spiritual enlightenment is like a switch. Once turned on, it floods our mind with light, making everything clear and easy to navigate. Have you ever wondered why death causes us so much grief? The answer is simple. Death takes away the people we love. But the truth is, those who pass away never truly leave us. And this might sound strange, but it is a reality that only those with deep spiritual understanding can grasp. One of the greatest fears of humankind is death. Yet those who unravel its mystery no longer fear it. Now think about hatred. Why do we hate others? The reason is narrow-mindedness. We forget that we are all connected. The way we treat others is how they will treat us in return. Love begets love, and hatred breeds more hatred. Our thoughts and actions ripple outward, influencing those around us. We reap what we sow. Why does half the world still suffer from poverty and disease? The answer, again, is ignorance. Humanity has created these problems and continues to struggle under their weight, unable to see a way out. We fail to analyze them from an evolutionary standpoint. If we truly seek the answers with an open heart, neither poverty nor life-threatening diseases would persist. This is why spiritual enlightenment is essential. It elevates our perspective, helping us rise above pain and suffering. Our struggles stem from ignorance, but the moment enlightenment dawns, our miseries begin to fade away on their own. As humanity evolved, so did our five senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. But beyond these, there exists a sixth sense, one that is not equally developed in everyone. This sixth sense is the key to spiritual enlightenment. It is often referred to as clairvoyance or telepathy, also known as higher perception or inner vision. Some claim to have this ability, but few truly master it. Clairvoyance is not about performing miracles, rather it is about expanding one's consciousness, unlocking a new dimension of awareness. To an ordinary person, such heightened perception may seem supernatural, but in reality it is simply the development of an innate ability. Being clairvoyant means being able to perceive beyond what the eyes can see. Just as our five senses have evolved, our sixth sense also deserves attention and cultivation. The world is constantly changing, and to thrive, we must evolve along with it. Think about how different you were a year ago. Your thoughts, circumstances, and beliefs may have shifted. Embrace change rather than resisting it, for only then can you move forward on the path to enlightenment. The first step is to eliminate the fear of change. Growth is impossible if you are unwilling to step out of your comfort zone. Imagine if, for an entire year, you stopped using your left hand. Over time, it would become weak and almost unusable. The same applies to personal growth. If you stop learning, challenging yourself, and adapting, you will stagnate. Commit to lifelong growth. Every opportunity to learn and evolve should be embraced. The process of self-improvement is continuous. There is no final destination, only progress. Physical and mental exercise are essential. Keep your body healthy and your mind sharp. Engage in positive thinking and consume information that enriches your spirit. The thoughts you nurture shape the person you become. As we keep emphasizing, change is necessary for life. An idle mind becomes a breeding ground for negativity. When we stop growing, our mind and body start deteriorating, just like rust on unused metal. Consider the hermit crab, a creature well designed for survival. It has a hard shell and long, sturdy legs, allowing it to adapt to various conditions. However, unlike other crabs, the hermit crab prefers to live in discarded shells left behind by other animals. While this offers protection, it also makes them dependent and weak. Over time, they lose the natural, thick membrane that other crabs develop for protection. Their survival becomes entirely dependent on finding another empty shell to inhabit. What does this teach us? Avoiding challenges weakens us. If we remain too comfortable, we stop developing resilience. Life is about movement and progress, and growth happens only when we push ourselves beyond our limitations, whether mentally, physically, or spiritually. Always seek ways to grow. Step out of your comfort zone. Accept new challenges with an open mind. The key to a fulfilling life is continuous progress. Learn to face problems head-on. Challenges are inevitable, but meeting them with courage strengthens your resolve. Even in difficult times, a simple smile can double your inner strength. True persistence comes from accepting failure and using it as a stepping stone to success. And if setbacks hurt your self-respect, cultivate humility and patience, for these are the qualities that lead to real growth. Spiritual enlightenment is not a single moment of realization. It is a lifelong commitment to learning, evolving, and embracing change. The more you grow, the closer you come to unlocking your true potential. Self-development is not an easy path, and reaching spiritual enlightenment is even harder. It takes time, effort, and an unwavering commitment to growth. Think about it. When you first tried to become persistent, was it easy? Not at all. In fact, it might have been one of the most frustrating experiences of your life. Yet despite all the struggles, you learned persistence. Similarly, just because you want to grow does not mean you have already evolved. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. You won't suddenly wake up one day and find yourself full of wisdom. It is a long process that requires dedication, discipline, and constant self-improvement. The only way to achieve spiritual enlightenment is through consistent effort, and that's why it is so important, because along with enlightenment, you gain wisdom, values, and life lessons. But reading about it isn't enough. You must actively work toward it to successfully develop yourself. You need 3 essential qualities: desire, iron will, and alert intelligence. Without these, your progress will be limited. Desire is what drives us forward. It fuels our motivation. Just as the desire to stay alive pushes us to seek food and shelter, the desire to improve urges us to work hard and evolve. Imagine you dream of buying a house. At first, that is your goal. Once you achieve it, you start thinking about saving for a bigger house. And once you get that, you may start dreaming of an even grander beachfront property. Desire keeps us moving forward. It makes us ambitious. At this point, you might wonder, does this make you greedy? Not necessarily. Desire can be a source of power. It equips you with new skills, values, and attitudes that help you achieve your goals. However, desire also has its risks. If not controlled, it can turn into greed and selfishness. The key is to channel your desires towards self-development rather than material gains alone. Your desires should not only benefit you, but also contribute positively to the world. When used wisely, desire can lead to a fulfilling and liberated life rather than trapping you in a cycle of endless cravings. Desire also plays a crucial role in achieving success. If you give up at the first sign of struggle, how will you ever reach your goals? This is where iron will comes in. A strong willpower enables you to overcome challenges. Weak-willed people often fail because they lack the determination to persist. Think about the times you've tried to develop a new skill. Have you ever wanted to learn to play the guitar? Maybe you watched tutorials, visited a music store to check out different models, and even imagined yourself performing. But after a few months, your enthusiasm faded. This happens because desire alone is not enough. You need willpower to sustain the effort. So, how do you stop your willpower from weakening, especially when working towards spiritual enlightenment? You need to balance both desire and will. Desire will motivate you, while willpower will keep you going even when things get tough. For example, someone who dreams of becoming wealthy will invest in different businesses no matter how many setbacks they face. Their willpower will push them forward. Similarly, a student committed to finishing their studies will work hard, complete projects, and stay focused despite distractions. Of course, this is easier said than done. Staying committed is challenging, and sometimes we sabotage our own progress without realizing it. Think about how often small distractions derail big goals. Waking up late and missing a class, or wasting an entire day in bed just because you weren't in the mood to be productive. If you let your body control your actions, you will never reach your full potential. Instead, your mind should take charge. Self-discipline is crucial. If your willpower is strong, you will never be overcome by laziness. That doesn't mean you shouldn't rest. Your body needs recovery, but you should never let it become an excuse to avoid progress. Staying active and fit ensures that laziness does not become an obstacle in achieving your goals. The third essential quality is intelligence, which keeps your mind alert. Desire motivates us to take action. Willpower helps us sustain that action, but intelligence guides us toward the right actions. Without it, it is difficult to distinguish between right and wrong. It is crucial to understand the reason behind your actions, to know why you are doing something and what impact it will have. Self-development and spiritual enlightenment are lifelong journeys. They demand effort, resilience, and the ability to overcome obstacles. But with desire, willpower, and intelligence, you can transform yourself, rise above ignorance, and step into a higher state of awareness. Alert intelligence can be improved through consistent practice, just like physical exercise strengthens the body. One of the best ways to develop intelligence is reading. Make it a habit to dedicate some time every day to reading, but don't just read, analyze and reflect on what you have learned. Think deeply about the author's message. Do you agree with their perspective? How does it align with your own views? Another way to enhance alert intelligence is by observing the world around you. Pay close attention to people's actions, their behaviors, and how they respond to different situations. Have you ever noticed patterns in how people behave when they are angry or how they act when they are happy? Carefully observing others helps develop empathy. When you begin to understand people's emotions, you also start recognizing the reasons behind their actions. You put yourself in their shoes and see things from their perspective. This not only sharpens your mental awareness, but also strengthens your emotional intelligence. To truly grow, you must constantly work on your desires, willpower, and intelligence. But there is another key element that can enhance all three: meditation. Practicing meditation regularly helps you control your mind. It guides you toward goodness, morality, discipline, and wisdom. As we've mentioned before, you become what you think. Waking up early is one of the best ways to incorporate meditation into your routine. Early morning brings a deep sense of peace that helps you meditate with full concentration. Make it a habit to rise early and immerse yourself in the stillness of the morning. Once you begin meditating, stay consistent. No matter how busy your day is, dedicate at least 1 hour to meditation. Start your morning with this practice, and you will notice how your entire day becomes filled with positive energy and clarity of thought. Bring patience, courage, and compassion into your life. Now that you understand what needs to be done, you must commit to the journey. Self-development and spiritual enlightenment are evolutionary changes. They do not happen overnight. There will be times when you feel stuck, as if you are making no progress, but these challenges must be overcome. You must not stop. You must keep moving forward. Progress is often slow, and you may not even realize how much you are evolving, but many people before you have walked this path. They have developed themselves, attained spiritual enlightenment, and even unlocked clairvoyant abilities. You may wonder when you will reach that level, and the truth is, you won't fully understand it until you achieve it yourself. As we've said before, this journey is not easy. It is full of uncertainties and difficulties. But no matter how hard it gets, do not fear. Do not stop. Keep going forward, evolve, no matter how long it takes. Throughout this journey, stay eager, devoted, and spiritually committed. Dedicate yourself to change, and soon you will see remarkable improvements in your life. Your mind will become sharper and clearer. Your relationships will grow warmer and deeper. You will experience an inner power and, most importantly, a profound sense of peace. You may not yet realize how fulfilling and content your life will become, but as you continue on this path, you will discover that your suffering will slowly begin to fade away forever. Conclusion. Through this book, you have learned that the true cause of our suffering is ignorance, and that real happiness comes from knowledge, not just academic learning, but spiritual enlightenment. This is why it is essential to seek wisdom wherever you can, absorbing knowledge from every opportunity. Because the more you understand, the less suffering will have power over you. Achieving spiritual enlightenment means unlocking a completely new level of awareness, one that significantly reduces your pain and struggles. Many of the fears that haunt us, fear of death, illness, conflict, and poverty, all stem from ignorance. But if we stop fearing these things and start understanding them, they will lose their power to control us. You have also learned about clairvoyance, or the sixth sense, which can help you progress towards spiritual enlightenment. Clairvoyance is a natural ability that everyone possesses, but few develop it fully. It allows us to perceive things that ordinary senses cannot. Although gaining such deep awareness may feel overwhelming at first, growth requires change. Those who fear change remain stuck in life, unable to move forward. But those who embrace transformation continue to evolve and thrive. Another important lesson from this book is that self-development relies on three key factors: desire, will, and alert intelligence. Desire fuels your motivation to achieve your goals. It is like the momentum that keeps you moving forward while jogging. Willpower acts as your guide, ensuring that your desires lead you in the right direction, just as knowing when to turn left or right while running. It helps you face and overcome challenges. Alert intelligence ensures that both your will and desires are directed wisely, helping you distinguish right from wrong and make better decisions. Always remember, ignorance only brings suffering, while knowledge is the weapon that gives you the strength to face any challenge. It's true that familiar environments feel safe, but staying in your comfort zone is the biggest obstacle to growth. If you never step beyond what is familiar, you will never learn anything new. As a famous saying goes, you will never become what you want to be if you remain what you are. This is why change is essential, and change only comes through knowledge. So, start today. Prepare yourself to become the best version of who you are meant to be. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you found it inspiring, share your favorite lesson in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay motivated on your journey of growth and learning. Remember, every small step you take brings you closer to your best self. Until next time, keep growing, keep evolving, and stay committed to your path.